everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Off the Record. My name is Kevin Young, your host, of course, with my co-host, Mr. Live. What you got to say, Mr. Live?
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? What's going on tonight? Y'all know we got a burner tonight.
Yes, sir, we do.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hey, look, now, y'all know Off the Record is Off the Record. So we try to have some of the best artists on here. But when you get a chance to get one of the top A-list artists on here, man, I mean, it's really, really an honor to have this brother come on here, man. Look, I can say a whole bunch of things about this brother, man, but look, I'm not going to do it. Because I know y'all ready to hear from Mr. Calvin Richardson.
Yes.
I already know. I've been getting all the
text we want to go get him, Cal.
Look, I've been getting all text messages all day talking about take off his shirt and all this stuff. I said, look, we ain't doing all that. This is a family show.
They thought we can't get A-listers. I thought we can't get A-listers.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. We couldn't get no A-list. But look, this is one of the top A-list artists in the game right now. So what you got to say live before we bring him on?
The only thing I got to say, y'all gonna enjoy yourself tonight because we got a guy with, I know he got a lot of stories. We're gonna find out who this guy really is. We're gonna find out, the man. Mr. Calvin Richardson. Come on, Mr. Host. Give a boy on here, man. Let's go.
Without further ado, we're going to bring him on. This is Mr. Calvin Richardson. There you go, ladies. What's going on, Mr. Calvin Richardson? How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm good. It's good to be sitting down, kicking it with y'all tonight. What's up?
Thank you for coming to the show, man. Appreciate it. Man.
Thank y'all for having me.
I want to say this, man. It's really an honor, bro, because like I said, I know you're a very busy person. And for you to take the time, man, to come out and sit and chat with us, man, and chat with your fans, man, that speaks volume about your character to me. So I want to say my hat's off to you, brother. I appreciate you.
For sure.
Hey, look, I need to get one of them hats right there, man. What's up with that?
You want to look right in the you want to look right in the cab. You wear that right.
Go ahead. I got plenty of them, bro. If you know what I'm saying, you want to slide down here to the crib, man. Go in the closet back there, man. I got you, man. Just let me know what color.
Yeah, hey, Live, I hate him, man. Live be wearing them old peach suits and stuff, man. He just
tell him. Would you tell him that ain't nothing but being a star?
Hey, man, that's part of it.
That's part of it, man.
That's part of it. Hey, I'm feeling that hat he got on tonight. I'm feeling yours too. Hey, I guess it's like that tonight.
Hey, look, now we got Calvin Richardson coming over here, so we know you're going to have on the hat, so I had to put my cowboy hat on. Live said to put his hat on, because look, the ladies already saying, they asked me all these questions and stuff. I said, y'all know Calvin going to be tight for y'all tonight. They said, we going to be watching. They on here now, about 44 of them chimed in right now. So
that's what's up. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? What's happening?
Yeah. Okay, well, look. I know you're a very busy man. Like I said, this off the record. So we're gonna talk just talk a little bit about the history of yourself. Where you came from, R&B world, soul world, Southern soul world, and just your experiences, man. And hopefully, I know you will. You're going to share a lot of light, and hopefully, a lot of these artists are on here because they be on here, man. Hopefully, you can help someone's career by your experiences and stuff, man. Because like I said, you've been through a lot. I read your bio. And I've talked to you extensively, and like I said, man, I just continue doing what you've been doing, brother. Like I said, I support you 100%.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
So, Live, you got anything before I go into the question?
Man, let's just get rolling because I got to get to know my boy, man. See, when I see him, I just give him a little pound and go on by my big because I know he's a busy man. He want to get to the sound check, do his thing, but. Hey man, we gonna get to talking tonight. We gonna talk tonight though, Cal.
Let's do it.
Hey, so look, so you just want to make sure that he know you ain't no groupie. That's why you do that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a groupie. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of yours. We cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you. I like this. I know people be coming up to you. You want to go ahead and do your thing. I'm there to give you your space, man, and say hi, whatever, boom, boom. And slide on, you know what I'm saying? Because I got something to do too. I got to open for you. I got to open. So
you ain't got time to stand around and talk to me.
I got to give you your pound. Say, hey man, it's good to see you. But but it's all respect because I do admire you, dude. I do admire you, man.
Thank you. We're gonna talk tonight, though. We're gonna talk tonight.
That's a good deal. That's good deal. Hey, let's start this off, man. Look, Now you have an extensive background, man, with various artists and producers. Could you just name a few for the audience?
Oh man, you know, Andy Stone, Chico DeBarge, Joe, Anthony Hamilton, Fantasia, KC and JoJo, Babyface, Charlie Wilson. Man, I can keep on going, man, because you know Monifa, Heavy D, man, it just go the list. It goes on, man. You know what I mean? It's like I've been in the game for a long time, and you know what, kid, where I started from, man. Like and I came over on the side where they see me the most, I should say. But where I came from, it's a different world.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, man. R&B side. Now hold up. Let's get this right off the rip. Now, how do you label yourself? What type of artist are you? Are you Southern soul, R&B, or soul?
I'm a soul singer, man. I'm a soul singer. I don't know if you can see. There's a book over my shoulder, man. And if they get this book, hold on, I'm gonna get it. It's called All Music Guide to Soul and R&B. You know what I'm saying? My name is in there. Okay. So. You know what I mean? So it's soul and R&B is what I came from. You know what I'm saying? I came from the gospel world, and I started doing. I went to the R&B, but I was singing soul music. You know what I'm saying? That's never changed. I never changed who I am or what I do. Even when I was over there, and then I came over and I started. I wanted to get back in touch with my roots, man, because when you over there on that side, they totally skip over, and there's no disrespect to the areas that I came to and started working. They call it the chitlin circuit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? So I wanted to come back and reconnect with my roots, you know what I'm saying, with my people, whatever, that we kind of jump over when you get a major record deal, you know what I mean? So just coincidentally, they call this out here, they called it Southern Soul, you know what I'm saying? But even the artists, when I came over there, the top artists, at that particular time when I came over here, man, and even to this day, everybody was like, he ain't Southern Soul, he ain't Southern Soul. And I'm like, yeah, they right. I'm not Southern Soul. I'm a soul singer. You know what I'm saying? You can't have Southern Soul without soul. You can't have R&B without soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I kind of created my own genre, so to speak, because everybody said I wasn't this, everybody said I wasn't that, but hey, I'm Calvin Richardson, and everybody know my name now.
Well, let me ask you a question, Cap. So how did that make you feel when people were saying you wasn't Southern Soul, singing over him in Southern Soul circuit?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they said I wasn't, the thing that they had to say that I am is a real soul singer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it didn't really matter. So if you didn't believe I was anything, I was going to make you believe one thing, that I'm real with mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And so it didn't matter. Like when I came over here, like, they would put me as a, in front of whoever. Like it could be whatever the lineup may be. You know what I'm saying? After the doors open and stuff, and they had the MC come out and talk, and they have somebody crack a couple of jokes, and they call Calvin Richardson, but Calvin Richardson, they learned wasn't no laughing matter. You couldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you might not know my name when I first come out, but once I walk off the stage, you'll never forget me. Yeah. And so it just kept on going like that. They were like, we can't have that close to stage, because when you walk out, Mike said, this dude, Mike Austin, he was the one that introduced me to the market. You know what I mean? And he was like, yo, the lobby don't lie. The lobby never lies. The person that the people came to see, the lobby never lies. You go out to the lobby, and you know what I'm saying, the people that think they're headlining and stuff, and seats be empty out there. The people is in the lobby trying to get a picture with the person that they really came to see. You know what I mean? So the seats would kind of, you know what I'm saying, people would start kind of filing out because I would go out in the audience to get to the lobby. You know what I'm saying? I would leave the stage and go backstage. I would come down to the people where the people at. That's where I would come down there and connect with the people. And then once I'm done, I just leave and go straight out the front door. And people would follow me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So why is it now, do you see that these artists, when they first come out now, they got a problem with going first or second, or they got a problem with their prices? Did you do promo shows on this side? You do free shows?
I did free shows, bro. I did free shows. I did promo shows. And I'll never get too big for it, because I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love it. But since I love it, and then people start loving it, then you know what I'm saying, they have to pay me to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just business. But the reason why people, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be considered an opening act or whatever, man, because of their ego and what they think that is. That's how they have the biggest opportunity to win a fan base. The ones that come, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times a show lasts for 3, 4, 5 hours sometime before they get to see the person they really came to see. And a lot of people's patience will wear out. And they have to get up and leave because of maybe the person that they with or whoever the babysitter is. They got to get home to get those kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get their children. And then, but the people that's in the middle and in the beginning, the house is full for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's full, except for, except for sometimes like the person that's the very first person, they still be people filing in to their seats. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if you up in the middle, around to the front, man, they got that's what they call, if you're in the real estate, man, that's prime real estate. That's where you want to be.
Yeah. That's some good advice, man. That's some good advice because a lot of artists, of course, I've been in the promote business for a little while. A lot of artists always have an issue with, well, they don't have no issue with me because once I tell you when you're going, that's where you're going. But what I see is they have discussions about, well, man, why you got to get me going first, second, or third? So that's some good advice, artists. If you're on here, you're hearing it from Calvin Richardson. It shouldn't matter where you go in the lineup because your talent's not going to change. Right. Your talent is your talent.
Right.
So most people, Calvin, don't know your pedigree. You come from that family of singers. The KC. Aren't y'all KC and JoJo and Fantasia and all y'all? I don't know if y'all family or y'all are all associated together. What is that story?
We family because we're family. We're not. They are related. I'm not related to any of them. You know what I mean? We it's just because, our souls are just connected like that. And we came, we came in together. I didn't know Fantasia until, because they lived in I think it was High Point or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, in KC, they lived in Baltimore, then they moved down to Charlotte. And that's when we linked up in high school. We was going
to got you.
And, you know what I mean? And their mom had came to a gospel program that I was singing at, and she was like, "I want to put you with my boys," and that was a big deal. Case, look, there was a little Cedric and the Haley.
I remember them. I remember them.
Yes, they was already stars before they moved over to the R&B world, Right. And so, man. So once we linked up at the age about, I was like 15. Man, we've been connected ever since. And I married their first cousin.
Oh, wow.
So, when they went to do the Jodeci thing, you know what I mean? Dalvin took the place of Calvin. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because you know what I'm saying, I was a newlywed. My wife, she wasn't trying to have that.
Right.
Because I for real, you know what I mean? Because I was I was a celebrity in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Right. A hometown celebrity, right? And without all of that, because I would do all the talent shows. We would do all this. Me and Kay and them, we was in the gospel group. We go to the gospel group, and there was always people. Right. Drawn, like a magnet, man. They would just be drawn to it. So she was like, nah.
I'm from Mississippi, and I remember KC and the Haley singers when they came down to Greenville, Mississippi. I was about 9 years old, man. I remember them, and then years like I say, about 5 years later, man, they became Jodeci. At the time, I didn't even know that was them, but because they had cut their curls out.
Yeah. You had to have an insecure.
So I'd seen this little dude singing, man. I'm like, wow, who is this? Yeah. And Kay used to tear church up, man, for real.
He was one of the most dynamic dudes I ever met when it comes to it.
Man.
Yeah. Let's talk about your influences, man. Babyface. Babyface was he very influential in your life, or was he just somebody? Or he was in addition to other people that were influential.
Now he, initially, said I wouldn't say Babyface influence. I had a lot of respect for him because Babyface was writing a lot of, he was the difference. His sound was just out there, like everything that he touched was just Babyface. So you hear a Babyface record, that's a Babyface record. But I had never worked with it, but until I got the opportunity after when I was working on my third album. I was signed to Hollywood Record. I left Universal Records. I did my first album, Country Boy, on Universal. Then I went to Hollywood Records, and Hollywood Records I did 2:35 p.m. And then I was working on my third album, and Babyface was the executive producer of that album. And so he and I worked like we would shoulder every day, you know what I'm saying, for probably about three months.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
I was in the studio with Babyface, man. And I was a writer, singer writer. I had my own style of writing and singing. And he, you know, and I still do. But, you know, he made, I would never sit down to write stuff out. I would just come off of my head and I have a mic, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me show you something, kid. I'll tell you that I'm not lying. You see that right there? That's my microphone like this. I'm in my studio, one of my studios, right? And I record on the mic. I don't write it down. I just put my ideas, you know what I mean, in place.
Wow.
Then have a thought. I come up with my hook and stuff like that. I would write on the mic. And Babyface forced me to sit down and put them lyrics in front of you so you could read them and go back and change them and stuff like that. But my process was like, hey, I'm going to lay it down. And if I hear something that I need to change, I just go back and hit the, you know what I'm saying, the record button and drop it in there, change the melody, whatever. Right. But he showed me a different way. So I kind of, I still don't write the words down. I still don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's a problem for some people that can't remember. But I've never really had a problem remembering things that come to my head. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And so,
yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, so, you know, that's why that process really, it still works for me.
What about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis? Did you ever get a chance to meet them?
Oh yeah, I met them, but I never got an opportunity to work with them. You know, I met them and, you know, had long conversations with them and stuff, man. You know, and you know, they are iconic figures, and you know, when you in that world, man, like, you know, and sometimes you got to seek those type of people out, try to be in their company, but that was never the case for me, man. Like, you know, they would always know of me and, you know, be respectful of who I am once I was in their presence. You know what I mean?
So, and that's funny. Go ahead, Lai.
I'm gonna get you. So, Kev, being in that world, you talking about being in that world, man, because, you know, we all as artists in this Southern Soul game wants to be in that world that you already experienced. So, for being in that world, man, you know, how is it? How is it being there? Like going to the Grammys. I seen you picture you was at the Grammys and, you know, being there around those type of people, man. Being a star, how it is being a star in that world, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that world is so big, you know what I mean? Like, the level of your starship over there is determined by, you know, by the success of, you know what I'm saying, the projects that you put out or been a part of, or, you know what I mean, the company that you keep. But even the company that you keep didn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, didn't determine how big a star you was. You know, it was all based on, you know, what the label put into you and how well your stuff was doing out there and stuff. But I mean, being in the room that's a whole nother thing, you know what I mean? Because I never felt out of place being there. Right. You know, and like I said, you know, some of the top tier, the people that, you know what I'm saying, were megastars at that time that a lot of people considered megastars, and they always were respectful and knew who I was and would come, you know, they were just like, you know what I mean? They like, we're all people doing the same thing. Right. You know, but I met some people, you know, over there, you know, that, you know, they had a certain level of arrogance that wasn't really appealing for me. Because, you know what I'm saying, for me, my goal was always to never change. Right. And I tell people, be like, man, you humble. I'm like, that's something that I never had to work at. That's just who I am. Just stay who you are. You know, don't let the moment change. You don't let people change. You don't let success change. You just be who you are. You always gotta, you know what I'm saying, just continue to do you. And, you know, those rooms, and, you know, sooner, you know, as time progresses, you know, you put the work in, you know, it's like an elevator, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't staying on the penthouse floor, then your key ain't gonna work to go up there to the top. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get off on the floor where, you know, where your room is, where you pay to be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then once you find it to success and everybody start looking around and they keep seeing you there, man, you get an all access pass. And so
that's the part that's mind-boggling to me. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure you heard that everybody say that Calvin Richardson is arrogant. He don't talk to people. He don't do that. See, I don't see that. That's not my experience with you. That's my experience.
That's somebody that's never been around me. So
exactly. That's not my experience. And I tell people, I say it now. You talking about Calvin Richardson, who have hung out with Babyface, Angie Stone. I mean, all these people. What's his name? Eric Benet.
Eric Benet. Yeah.
That that I can call Calvin, I can text Calvin, I can get him on the phone. See, fans see a different side. You know, they don't understand when you guys at a concert when you got 2,000 people out there. That when they run up trying to talk to you, you know, you can't talk to them right then and there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how do you compare? I mean, so how do you deal with that? Have you heard that since you've been on the Southern Soul
I've
side?
heard that people say that I'm arrogant or what like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, right away I know that there's somebody that knows nothing about me other than my name. Like, and you looking from afar, like you have a perception of what you think an artist is based on your experience with other artists in the past.
Right.
I'm not that artist from the past. I'm you know what I mean? I'm Calvin Richardson. I'm in my, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in my own lane. I'm my own person. I don't try to do what nobody else do. Man, like my security and people, they be trying to get me out of a room. Like I'll stay in there, man, take pictures till the last fan is gone. Turn the lights on. You know, that's me. And I'll sit there and talk to them. I do, you know what I'm saying? I went to the hospital to visit fans and stuff, man. I don't even know who they were, but you know, somebody hit me like, can you come by? This person really loves you, and you know, it's on record many times I've done it, and I'll do it again. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not at all.
And you don't have to. You do that out of the love for your fan, but you don't have to because you got a family yourself. So when you're not on stage, you have a family. You know,
I have a family of my own.
Yeah. So when people say that, I'm like, you know what? And this is, I mean, you have some artists say that too, you know, but I already know why artists say it, you know, because some of them some losers anyway, and they mad. Yeah. But when the fans said the fans really don't see the intimate side of you guys, man. So that's why I want your guys to come on the show so y'all can talk to the fans. Now, in saying that, how do you compare and contrast the difference on the R&B side versus the Southern Soul side now? What's the difference?
Well, kid, like I gotta understand when you say how do I compare one side to the other, like what aspect?
Your experiences over there versus your experiences over here, because it's a total different experience because the Chitlin circuit is smaller over here. So what has been your experience on this side over here with artists versus your experience on their own side? That are with producers, with promoters. Has it been pretty much the same or different?
It's definitely a lot more different. There's a lot more egos and stuff on the other side with the R&B and stuff like that. And you know, because everybody want to be, even if they are a big deal, they want you to treat them like that. You know what I mean? Like, man, treat me with respect, and I'm good with you. You know what I'm saying? I only don't fit that, but that's how it is over there. I found that to be the case in a lot of different situations, man. And but you know, then there's a lot of people, man, like Babyface. Like you wouldn't think that he is down to earth as he is, because you know, but he is. You know what I'm saying? He's just a real down to earth dude, man. Like, you know, we be in the studio when we came up with There Goes My Baby. Man, he was running around the studio, man, like, oh man, I was like, this dude running around like a kid, like you know what I mean? He just loved music, and he know when he get a hit, man, it just strike a chord in him, and he just be so excited. You know what I mean? But everybody ain't like that, man. That hasn't been my experience with everybody. I mean, I've met a lot of people over on this side, you know what I mean, that not a lot, but you know, a few people that their ego is not mistaken for arrogance. It's either one or the other. They're arrogant. They got an ego. It's cool to have ego. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you should feel a certain way about yourself and who you are. But arrogance is another thing. You know what I'm saying? And that will cause you to disrespect others, which to me, you disrespect yourself.
Right.
You know what? I don't have a problem with people having an ego or arrogance if your product match your label. Well, if your product match, if you walk around here with an ego and you can't sing, then you can't have no damn ego.
Well, some people mistake that. Well, that's why I say that the arrogance is not mistaken for ego, because some people mistake egos for arrogance. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? Or they mistake confidence for arrogance. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be confident if you can't sing.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. But you know, that's another
day count.
Yeah. But let me ask you about that song, There Goes My Baby. Man, why did you sing that song?
Well, I did. You know, when I did that song, it was for me. I didn't like a lot of people just because it ended up on Charlie. Charlie came out with it. But the song was recorded for me. We wrote and recorded that song on me, for me. Charlie did it identical to the way that I did it. He checked that, you know, he's followed the letter. Like you can read in this book, he did a lot of interviews talking about, hey, he didn't want to change anything. He did it just like I did. But like I said, I was signed to Hollywood Records at that particular time. Babyface was the executive producer of the project, and Babyface was going through some personal issues with him and Tracy was going through a divorce, unbeknownst to anybody that, or you know, at least that he was working with, that I, you know, from our perspective, the label and myself, and I was with him every day. But Babyface was, you know, that project just ended up taking way longer than they wanted it to, and it was costing way more money than they signed up for. So they ended up pulling the project, you know, to put the project on hold. And I ended up leaving the label, and I couldn't take the records with me, you know, because they own those masters. But Babyface, he, as the producer, if they didn't take those records and pay him the rest of his money, and I don't know how they settled out with Babyface on that, but I'm just saying he still had rights to those masters because they was in his studio. So Babyface, the guy, Greg Paglione, Greg played the songs for Charlie Wilson, that particular song, because he was one of Babyface's producers. And so, you know, Charlie was working on this album, and you know, he ended up landing on his, you know, Charlie and them, they bought the song. And
did you write it, or you wrote it, right?
Well, I wrote it in conjunction with Babyface. We wrote it.
Conjunction with
we wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what other songs have you written that we know of out here that we may be listening to that we didn't know that was yours? And you have any more? Like people that, you know, people singing songs, you know, that's big, that you've written or been a part of that?
Yeah, man, there's quite a few, you know what I'm saying? More Than a Woman with Angie Stone, you know what I'm saying? Dang, what's his name? Raphael Sadiq, on that Instant Vintage album, Excuse Me. You know, I did Chico DeBarge. I did, man, I can't, it escapes me all the time.
Right. I got you.
But I've done a lot of songs that was out there, you know, from people that was big records, man, and you know, just had my hand in it. You know, I had my.
I'm sorry.
That's great, man. That's great, man.
Yeah.
Calvin, you know, it's a pleasure, man, to have you here tonight, man, talking to you, because we want to know the real, man. We just all that's what it is. We don't want to know the real Calvin Richardson and let these fans know who you are, man. And that's
I got a few more questions before we really dig in. Let's talk about your gospel background. When you were in a group, what was the name of that group you had? Was it a group, or were you just singing gospel?
Nah, I was in a group, man. I was in a group at one time called the Willing Wonders, the Gospel Tornadoes. Yeah, man.
How you meet Pastor Tim Rodgers?
Oh man, that was I was in the airport in Memphis, man. I was flying somewhere and I was sitting in a restaurant. But a couple of weeks before that, I saw Tim on Instagram singing. He was riding down the road, man. He was singing "Can't Let Go," and I was, you know what I mean. But I didn't know Tim. I knew of Tim, but I didn't know him. You know what I mean? And so I was sitting in there, man. Ordered me some food. I had an early flight, man, and Tim was flying somewhere, and he just walked up to me, man. Said, "What's up, Reb?" I said, "What's up, boy?" You know what I mean? We just linked up like that, man, and we just exchanged number, man. Like, it was just instant love. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people, man, that, you know, you just brothers, you born them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we linked up, man. He was like, "Man, I want to take you back to your roots, man. I'm getting ready to do this next gospel project, man. I want to get you down with it." And, you know, me and Tim started coming hanging out with me at my concerts, man. You know what I'm saying? I go to, you know, fly to Memphis, hook up with him, meet him, you know what I'm saying? And that's my guy right there, man. That's my guy.
Like I told you before, you know, we in the family, you know, his sister married my uncle.
They
from Blytheville, Arkansas. You know, his mother and daddy, his mother still pastors a church down there. You know, his daddy always been the reverend. of the church down there in Blytheville, Arkansas. You ever been out of Blytheville, Arkansas?
I've been to and through. I never been like there to spend time.
Yeah, he's really good dude. I ain't seen Tim in years. Tim's younger than me. Tim's like 40 something. He's he's younger cat, man. He's a real good guy. So look, now let's transition over to the Southern Soul, man. You in Southern Soul now. How did you get to Southern Soul?
How did I get to it?
Yeah, how did you get over on this genre of music? You called somebody, they said, man, come over here. Who brought you over? How did it happen?
No, I did this song, man, back in 2008. When I made this album called When Love Comes, and I did this song called Sang No More. And Mike Austin, he knew this, he was in contact with this one of the guys that was around me at that particular time. And so Mike had, him and Mike had linked up, and Mike told him that he could work that record over there on that side. Cause there was a lot of people over there, singing Can't Let Go. There was a radio station out there that was playing it. And what was it? Keep On Pushing from my,
That's the one I'm familiar with.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So I went independent. That was, at that particular point, because after I left the situation after the Babyface album, I got to back up a little bit, kid.
Yeah, go ahead. You good? Yeah.
After like I said, when that album got shelved, that There Goes My Baby was on. I didn't do anything. When I left Hollywood Records, man, I didn't do nothing for 5 years. When it comes to music, as far as trying to be in the industry, man, that's when I did that song. I Don't Want to Sing No More, because it was like, man, it's just, you know what I mean? Like the ride, the up and down.
Yeah, I feel you.
Powers that be, they always had control. You know what I'm saying? The label had control of how much success you had or how much success you wasn't going to have. And when your next album was going to come out, they controlled your life. They was the puppeteers. And I was like, I don't even want to do this no more. Not on that level. But I bought a house down there that I didn't live in. I had my other house, a big house I was living in, but I bought another house and I turned it into a studio, man. I had some cats down there, those producers, and we used to go to that studio, just partying BS all day, every day. Every day we meet there.
For 5 years.
Huh?
For 5 years.
Straight. The only thing I did was I had a big publishing deal, because when I went to Hollywood Records, they gave me stock in Disney, okay? They gave me I got a big signing bonus, and they gave me a big publishing deal. So I wasn't tripping on money. The money was, I had money. You know what I'm saying? So we was out just living, like, man, like, yo, I ain't worried about no record deal and stuff. And then Randall Grass had hit me, and I recorded. Randall Grass, he was president of Shanky Entertainment, which is an independent. That's when I first went independent. Right then, I did that record called Sang No More. And Mike, like I said, Mike had contacted my dude, and he was like, "Yeah, man, they playing his records over here, man. Like, it'll be, just bring him out. That's we can get him on some shows, man. You know what I'm saying?" And to be honest about it, you know what I'm saying, when I came over there, because the R&B world is a different world. Like, if you ain't over there and you ain't charting and stuff like that, like, there ain't no shows that you finna really get on. You know what I'm saying? You'll be sitting down starving, your stomach growling. But he was like, "Yeah, man, But like I said, my stomach wasn't growling because I had money. You know what I'm saying? So, which as anybody would know, that if you got money, it is just steady going out and it ain't coming in. Sooner or later,
it's gonna run out. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I came over there, man, like I came over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? That Mike Austin made that call. You know what I mean? And he knew he had program directors and different promoters and stuff, man. And so they started throwing my name around, and I would come over there, man. I started doing shows for like $2,000, $1,500 for free, promotional. I call it promotional because promotion is another word for free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So come over there doing it like that, man. And hey, man, that's where it started.
Now, how long ago was that?
That was 2008. So you know what I'm saying? What we're talking about 11. I mean, yeah, 13 years. Huh?
When you made that transition to Southern Soul.
When I came over and started working that market, working on that side. Okay.
So you got a question live? I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going.
Okay, so you haven't had no issues over here in Southern Soul, right? Except for the time with J1, right?
Yeah, that's the only time I ever happened
with that.
Yeah, what happened, man? Explain that.
Well, look, I was at the celebration, and I was having an after party at this place called Vibe or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Jay was my cat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like I was like a mentor for him, you know what I mean? He was, when he got this record or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mike was working his record and stuff. So Mike was like, hey man, J1, you know what I'm saying? He a younger version of you, you know what I'm saying? Like, he get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so me and J1 used to talk a lot, you know what I'm saying? He'd be, doing whatever he's doing. He'd call me up for advice and stuff, man. So obviously he was on that show, a celebration show. I was headlining that show, you know what I'm saying? I've been headlining for years, about 4 years. And so I invited him to come over to Vibe, to the after party, you know? He got there, you know what I'm saying? Showed him love and respect like we always do. But hey man, look, the only thing that I can really say, like, the video is out there, you know what I mean? A lot of people seen it. This is my first time he was speaking on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jay said, later, you know what I mean? After me and him talked, everything is cool now, you know what I'm saying? He said it was the alcohol. All I could say is, hey, that's all I could, because I didn't see it coming. I was up there, you know what I'm saying? We was up there playing records and stuff, and then, somebody got Jay or Mike, and then, he got up on the thing, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of it is history. People just have to go back and see it.
So basically, y'all was having a Southern Soul sing-off contest or something.
Y'all having the verses.
A verses.
It was a verses before the verses. I think that was during the time. I think Jacquees said he was the king of.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what. It was. Maybe it was just something in the air. Like, saying one of the but like I said, man, it was just one of those things, man, that just it happened and it got out of control, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt, I felt disrespected because of the simple fact that it was my after party. On mine, you know what I'm saying, on my invite, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that type of cat to even get, you know what I mean, to go back and forth with nobody. And I was, you know what I'm saying, like, I was disappointed in him the way that he did that, but I was disappointed with myself for even getting sucked into that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not who I am. But you know what I'm saying? Things happened. Some years went by. You know what I mean? And Jay called me. We, you know what I'm saying? We made it. We cool. We made it right.
You know what I mean? That's good. That's good. I mean, because a lot of times, man, that's why I say. And you seen my shows. A lot of times, man, I don't advocate people just being mad for some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You are grown men and women. So if you do something wrong, just apologize and just move on. Just apologize, move on. And that's good that you guys in a better space. You know what I'm saying? That's great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest about it, after the fact, like, you know what I'm saying, I have more respect for him now. The fact that he came and manned up like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and apologize or whatever, man.
That's good.
Than I had for him in the beginning. I had great respect for him in you know what I'm saying, before that, because like I said, we had a great relationship. And we do now, you know what I'm saying? We just kicked it yesterday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, that's good. That's good. And you know what? And I sit up here and I say it all the time, people in this Southern Soul thing, man, I see it all the time, and ain't nothing wrong with it. People say they don't like this person, then you see him on the video, Michelle, you see him. I said, damn, you just talking about this person yesterday, but that's cool that you guys can break bread and do that. I encourage that. That's what we did in the military. It's called esprit de corps. You can't be on a show with somebody that you're beefing with, because to me, I think that would kind of mess up your performance just a little bit, give you just a little bit of anxiety. I would think that as professionals, you say, hey man, what's up, man? Let's talk after the show, let's go get something to drink. Just let's leave that crapping behind, or so and so said I said this, man. I don't believe that. I talk to you face to face. That's how men operate, and I applaud J1. If you say he called and apologized, because it takes a real man to do that, to admit when you're wrong. He did. He did. You know what I'm saying? Not only he didn't just call and do it, he called to set up. So he could, cause I was in, I think I was in Hattiesburg time. He told me, man, I'm gonna drive down. You know what I'm saying? I want to drive down so we can sit down face to face.
He came personally.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
wasn't just a phone call, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't that phone call person. Like if it didn't happen over the phone, then let's bring it back to the way
right.
Like
men do.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, man. I read your bio about your album. Is it 2:13?
2:35 p.m.
Yeah, 2:35. Explain that title, man.
Man, that's what time my let me back up a little bit. That's when I was working on my project on that particular album, on Hollywood Records. By the time we finished the album, the young lady that I was seeing at that particular time that I was with, I bought a townhouse in Charlotte. She was back in Charlotte. I was living in LA, and she was pregnant. You know what I mean? And I finished the project, and we didn't have a title for the album. I didn't have a title for the album at that particular time, and I got a call, and I was telling her that she was going into labor, or whatever. So I flew home and went to the hospital. When I got there, I got there about like a little after 2, about 2:15. She went into really like she had my son at 2:35 p.m. That was the exact time that what I'm saying.
Wow.
Came out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, like that whole album, that 2:35 album was, Be Honest About It was that every song that I wrote on there was about that relationship that I was in.
Wow.
Falling in love, They keep on pushing. I lied, because we was together, but I was living a long distance relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how it is, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so like that whole album was indicative of that. So I just named it that, man. And obviously, she and I, that relationship didn't last, but that's how I got that.
That falling out of love is a shit. I'm telling you that right now.
They love that record no matter where I go.
I be singing that to my wife sometimes when she pissed me off. I'm like, go play my damn song, Falling Out of Love. Falling Out of Love today. That damn Falling Out of Love is the shit.
Yeah, it work no matter where I go, man. Hey, that joint work wherever I go.
It's the first time I ever heard of you. I heard that song. I said, this dude finna kill. He finna kill the game. But I learned that you was already out, a little bit before that. But, but that was the first time I ever heard of Calvin Richardson. What was that, about 2005?
Nah, that particular that album came out in 2003.
2003, yeah.
That's it right there. Yeah, that's 8. Now you've written what, 8 albums? You got 8 albums, right?
I got 8 albums out.
8 albums out.
I got 8 more albums that I never put out. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, during that course of time of 5 years, I was just recording
years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making hits, man. Like I got shoe, man. Look.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man. But let me ask you about your experience with the Grammys. You was nominated for 3 Grammys, right?
Well, a lot of people say 3, but it was really 5. I was nominated for 5 Grammys. 5 times. I put it like that. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question. So what was the process? Do you have to go to somebody's house or you can text message them and say you won? I mean, what was the process of them telling you that, hey, you nominated for a Grammy? Because I'm pretty sure you didn't talk to the people that actually, you talked to somebody else. You didn't talk to the CEO, the president, whoever. So what was the process?
They notified the label. That you're in the first round. Like it was rounds. You know what I'm saying? But you might not even get to the round where it actually goes where you're really being a nominee. You know what I mean? But your name,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You've been submitted, and it's selected by your peers. You understand what I'm saying? It's not by the public. It's not, by public opinion or nothing like that. It's just based on, it's
record sales.
Oh, okay. But how was that? I mean, did you go? Did you actually go?
Yeah, I did. I went 3 times.
Wow.
I went 3 times, but it was a couple of times that I didn't go, And but it was cool. It was a big deal. The red carpet, man, all the stars. Everybody's out. Like the Grammys is a big deal. It's a big deal. For
I wish I'd have known your ass then. I said, hey, Cal, I want to go with you, man.
You would have been with me, huh?
Yeah. If I'd have known.
Yeah, look. They would, what I'm saying, if you got to that round where you was actually, you was one of the nominees for real, they'll give you 2 seats on the floor.
Yeah.
right? Then you have to pay for the other thing. So I had like probably if I had 3 or 4 other people, that could cost me 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? Or 20 grand. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's very expensive now.
Wow.
Like, and then you couldn't like if you go to the Grammys, you can't drive yourself. You can't walk over there. All the hotels is expensive. Like you gotta get a publicist, right? You gotta hire a publicist to walk you down that red carpet. You gotta get car service because they gotta drop you off in a certain place. Your friend can't drive you and drop you off, or you can't drive and park in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot, man.
It's a money making deal. They getting paid. It's a money making deal for them. It's a money making deal.
Yeah, man. It's a money making situation for them. You know what I'm saying? But I was a part of a lot of things that the Grammys had. But they had a lot of good stuff going on too. You know what I mean? Where for college students and stuff like that, they had panels and stuff, and you sit down and you try to kind of educate them. You know what I mean? On the music business and writing and producing and stuff like that. So there was a lot of stuff, man, that I was pulled in and was a part of.
Yeah,
my phone keep ringing. I was looking at my phone like everybody should know that I'm on here right now. Like,
exactly. Go ahead, live. You got another question before I go to the next question?
Yeah. So, Cav, somebody want to know. I ain't gonna say this artist, but he want to know how you get in them damn pants, man. Like you be getting them pants so tailored they look like they painted on, man.
Tell them the same way I get out of them. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time. You know what I mean? Tell them that. You know what I mean? Tell them they should try it. Whoever they are, they should try it.
Yeah.
They should try that. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, they can level up.
I want to know where your tailor is, man. Because I'm trying to get my pants the same. My tailor can't do it right. My girl, I try.
Line, you wear, Line, first of all, you wear a pink suit, man. How about what that?
Hey, man, let me tell you. Hey, Cav, I wore a piece. Hey, Calvin Richardson. I wore a peach suit with the peach hat on them. Man, I'm telling you, it was player, man. I'm telling you, it was player, now.
Nope.
They was player.
No.
He ain't like it because he don't dress like that. He ain't
but look, let's talk about your style of dress now. Now you had a stylist, right?
Look, I had a stylist for like 4 years, and we stopped working together when I went back for my first show after the pandemic. You know what I mean? And and then I hired a young lady. I had a guy with me, you know what I'm saying, my dude, Styles Innovations. He was with me for like 4 years. Traveled with me all the time, everywhere I go. That was my right hand man. But you know what I'm saying, like all good things, as they say, sometimes must come to an end. Yeah. And so when I hired the female, I felt like she was great because she could see me through the eyes of my fans, and the majority of my fans are females, and so that worked. And that situation, I decided that we made a decision to not do that one. You know what I mean? And then after that, be honest about it, man. Like, hey, man, I'm gonna close. Like that was like October. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them clothes that that they see me wearing, that you see me wearing from week to week. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I mean? I have my tailor put it together. You know what I'm saying? I pick them out. I put them together. That's all Calvin Richardson. That's just who I am. I just love clothes.
So they didn't actually make the clothes. They just wouldn't pick them out for you to wear.
Right.
Okay. Right. Gotcha. Because that's what the women want to know. The women want. And look, you have changed the game over here when you came over here.
I know I did.
Yeah, because people trying to dress like you now.
I see that. That's why, like, whoever that was talking about how I get in those pants. That's why I say they should try it. Do it one leg at a time. You know what I mean?
One leg at a time.
But do you have a problem with people copying you, man? Your style and everything?
I really don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Imitation.
Yeah, why not? You know what? All y'all say that, man, but I think y'all lying. Because I don't want nobody to copy me.
Nah. But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm so comfortable with who I am, man. Like, you can dressing like me ain't gonna make you be like me. You know what I'm saying? And we can show up in the same suit, the same shirt, the same
everything.
Same shoes. You know what I'm saying? That swag that I put on it, like, you ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna be consistent with it. They can't. You might look at an outfit, go back through my pictures and see something that I wore, and they might go back and, oh man, I'm gonna have these pants hooked up like this right here. They might not be as tight as whoever the loose cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm comfortable with who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it.
You know what? I don't like that, man. I just don't like that. I see it, man. I was like, man, you know, just have your own style.
I would like that. Yeah. It's good for everybody to have their own style, man. Don't you know what I mean? Don't do that. But I don't take it personal, man. I see everybody start wearing these hats right here. Let me tell you something, kid. When I got over here on the Southern Soul side, right?
Yeah.
When I showed up, I would come out here and all my dudes from around me from Charlotte, we come up this jet, man. I would have all white. I'd be in all white, some white linen, some white, everything white, fresh shell toe Adidas, right. White, everything white. Except for my chin. At that particular time, my chin wasn't white, right? Bro, I came over and then, you know, I started, you know, saying, you know, ringing bells and stuff, and them, you know, the ladies, the females start coming out to support me. Man, I look around, all the cats in the game started wearing white. Everybody started wearing white, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna abandon the white. I'm gonna get out of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing something different. You know what I mean? And you know, when you're a leader, people just don't follow, bro. That's
right. That's right.
You ain't even got to be ahead of the pack, but if you're a leader, they gonna follow you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna know if you're a leader.
So look, so when you get up in the morning out of bed, man, do you dress like that to go to Home Depot or Walmart? You fly like that all the time or what?
Sometimes depending on how I feel. But I don't, I travel, I live my life like, you know, I'm normal, man. I'm normal. I go to these shows and I have security and stuff with me.
No. I'm talking about when you just Calvin.
I know.
When you gotta go to Walmart and get some milk and shit, do you
I know.
Like that right there?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I was about to say, what I'm saying is, nah, man, I was about to go back and fix that. Nah, I ain't gonna throw this on and go to get some, if I'm dressed like this and I got a reason, like after we, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I leave here with the milk, matter of fact, I gotta go get my son some milk after this. I'm gonna run to the store and get him something. Go
just like that right there. You ain't gonna change. You're gonna be Calvin Richardson. You walk up.
I'm gonna be Calvin Richardson, but you know, sometimes, man, you know, I go out with my kids and stuff. I don't want the attention and stuff, man. So I put on a baseball cap and a, you know what I'm saying, a sweatsuit and stuff like that. But you know, I have people come up to me still, you know, anybody ever tell you look just like Calvin Richardson? I'm like, nah, I ain't never heard that. You know, but nah, I mean, you know, man, it depends on situation, you know. Yeah. I'm just saying, when I went back to that, I know you thought I was going to talk about the shows and blah blah blah. But I was just saying, like, I have security at the show. Yeah. On my everyday life, I'm normal. I'm like, everything is normal. You know what I mean?
You definitely be swagged out, man. And I even heard somebody say that some of these guys are the new Calvin Richardson. How they gonna be the new Calvin Richardson when Calvin Richardson is still here?
Yeah, right. What you gonna do about this one? You know what I mean? What you gonna do about this one? The new Calvin Richardson, huh?
Who is the new? Who is the new Calvin Richardson?
A whole bunch of them trying to dress like me. I be laughing.
A whole bunch of them trying to dress like me, you know. And some of us, you know, trying to you know, emulate my style when it comes to writing and doing different things, and you know, taking a couple of riffs here and there. But
yeah. But you write your own music, though, right?
I'm messing. Do tell.
You write your own music, though, right?
Oh yeah, I write my own music, but I collab as well. You know what I'm saying? I have sing a couple of songs that, you know, people may go look on my album and it only have my name on there as a writer. But if you trust and best believe that if I put my voice to it, I changed that record. I was a part of the writing. But sometimes, you know, the publishing, the businessman, I'd be like, hey, just leave it like it is. I don't necessarily need credit for it. But everything that I've ever sang, that except for the, you know, the Bobby Womack stuff and some covers, like, you know, I had some writing input on it. Definitely. Right. But the majority, all of my hit records, I wrote them. That's what you know what I mean?
So can you explain your relationship with Willie Clayton, Omar Cunningham, and Sir Charles? Don't y'all have like a brotherhood relationship? Or
I was about to say, man, like with Sir Charles and Omar, like them cats are like my brothers from another mother, like for real. You know, only thing that, you know what I'm saying, the variant, like, you know, sometimes you fall out with your brothers and you have different differences with. I never had that with them. Like all the years that I've known them, we've never had a disagreement. You know, we've never fell out. We never got to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to talk to them or they wouldn't take my call or nothing like that. We mad at each other about whatever. That's the only difference. You know, Willie Clayton, I respect Willie. Willie been in the game for a long time. You know, he's written a lot of hits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Willie and Willie's like, you know, you know, that's my uncle. I call him Uncle Will. You know what I'm saying? We talk a couple times a day as well, man. But you know, yeah, man. Like I'm cats, they good with me, man. You know, they good. They good.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So look, I read something else, man, about you got a soundtrack to that movie New Jersey Drive. Or your song was on the
soundtrack. I was on the soundtrack. That was the song that I was on that soundtrack with the first group that I ever got signed with, and that was Undercover.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So I got a song on there called Love Slave. We did a video for it, everything. Biggie was on there, Total, Outkast. You know what I'm saying? That's when look, man, I was in the game when them cat. Hey, I've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
So so knowing, you say you knew Bobby Womack, did he approve that record? I know he
approved the record, but I don't know Bobby. I didn't have a chance to be in the same room with Bobby. I never even the same room as I never went to a Bobby Womack concert. I just listened to Bobby's music and his greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have that flavor. You have that Bobby flavor. You like when you talking and you can talk a whole record, then sing one hook and it be the record. You can do that too, man. It's just amazing how you just compare to him like that, man. That's,
right.
Right. Because you did an album. Did you do an album a tribute to Bobby Womack?
Oh, I did. I did an entire album, The Facts of Life, which was one of the albums that I got nominated for the Grammy.
Oh, wow.
The Facts of Life album, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, sure did.
You just have that voice. I'm telling you, man, you one of them artists who have a voice like Sir Charles, man.
Yeah, he great.
You guys get on the song and people can instantly tell that's y'all.
Yeah.
So depending on who's on the song, when your verse come on, it makes it sound better. If it sounds good, it still makes it sound better. Y'all just have that voice. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Thank you.
Y'all have that voice, man. So have you ever worked with Tucker?
I never worked with Tucker, man. I never worked with Tucker. Like, you know, Tucker my guy, and you know what I'm saying? Me and Tucker have talked about doing a record together. And but we just haven't got, you know, we haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, Tucker's he's a good guy, man.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. That's my dude.
So look, let's talk about your reality series. Is it a new one or was it an old reality series you had with what was the name? What was the name? Ed Lover,
Tretch, the Bench from Rough Ends, Black Rob, rest in peace, Black Rob.
What was that about?
It was called Comeback Kings. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us had commercial success on that side. You feel me? Yeah. And so Ed Lover was one of the hottest DJs in New York at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everybody know about Nature is, and you know what I'm saying, the Bench and Rough Ends. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on, man. McGruff. I mean, there was a lot of man that was there. So it was like we were gonna pick up our careers. This was doing that 5-year hiatus. Right?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. We were doing that 5-year hiatus, man, when I left the industry, so to speak. So this was going to be, they called it the Comeback King. So we was all going to get together and revitalize our careers. You feel what I'm saying? Each individual, like, you know what I mean? But just doing a reality show with us. Oh, they rented this house out in New Jersey or whatever, man. And
wow,
funny, man. You know what I'm saying? We go to these nightclubs. That was during the time, you know, Tank, which is my man, Genuine, that's my man, you know what I'm saying? And Tyrese, that's my guy too. Tyrese is super cool. Like they weren't on Comeback King, but you know, that's when they did TGT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they was out. It was in New York. We go to their concert, go to catch up with these cats. Cause all of us, you know, everybody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Trish was, you know, Trish probably about, you know, he probably about the biggest name out of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
He from Jersey.
Yeah. Trish a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Talented cat. But that's all that was about. And it never came out, man. We shot a couple episodes, few episodes, man, and you know, everybody went back to their mutual corners. But you know, when it comes to the Comeback Kings, out of all of that, like the emergence is speak for itself.
Right. Well, who got the fight?
Say it again.
Who got the ass whooped that they couldn't show it?
Oh nah, didn't nobody get fighting. Nobody get fighting.
Yeah.
No fight went on.
Nah, didn't nobody get to fight, man. Nobody got to fight. Yeah. It was all good, you know.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you about your title, The Prince of Soul. How did you get that title?
There was a writer, man. Like, you know, people always writing stuff about you and stuff, man, and reviewing your albums and stuff like that, and your work, and you know, putting their opinion on it and stuff like that. And somebody, I don't even remember who the guy was that did an article back in 2000 and what was it? I think it was like 2004 or 5 after I did the 2:35 p.m. album. They called me the new Prince of Soul music. You know what I mean? I was reading the thing, and you know, and that it was circulating. And they my publicists, they pulled that stuff out and made it a part of my my bio at that particular time. And so, you know, they started calling me, when they called me out, the Prince of Soul music.
Wow.
And you know, and there wasn't nobody in the game, as far as I was concerned, that was really focusing on soul music like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The way that I bring it. You know what I'm saying? I never, like I said, abandoned my roots or anything like that. You know, Anthony Hamilton is a soulful cat, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's my dude too. But I am today's keeper of yesterday's soul music. I've been there since I came in the game, and you know, that hasn't changed. So I just embraced it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody else did too. And you know, that title, it once I embraced it, it wasn't up for grabs no more. If anybody wanted, they got to come through me to get it. So
there you go. There you go. So you still got connects in the R&B world. You still talk to those guys on that side over there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
What do they say about Southern Soul?
They never really say anything about Southern Soul itself. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, we just talk. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing about the genre. The genre never really comes up. You know what I'm saying? I have had some cat that was over there on that side, hit me up and asked me how they can, you know, get tapped into this over here, because you know, once it's over there, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only as big as, you know what I'm saying, your last record. But only like you really got, like out here on this side, man, like you really got once you connect with your fans, man, and they buy into you, and they, you know what I'm saying, you touch their soul to a certain degree. I can only speak from my experience, man. Like, you can do this forever. There's no retiring from this. There's no, you know what I mean? Once that music get in their soul, man, sometimes, man, I may do only 1 or 2 songs from my latest album stuff, man, because I got so many other records back. I can just basically pick any of them, man, and they just love them, man, because it's just in them.
Oh, okay.
Is it been on this side, like, you know, and what's like, I want to know what's the difference when they say you have to work a record, working a record? Is it totally different? Meaning, like, you may have to work a record longer than you do in R&B, or, you know, what is the difference in those two things in between R&B and Southern Soul?
Yeah, you definitely have to work a record, and you know, working a record is, you know what I'm saying, you got to be that record. That record is a promotional tool, but you know what I'm saying, you can't just be like, you put a record out,
right? Your
average, you know what I'm saying, you got 12 weeks. They're gonna work that record for 12 weeks, like, you know what I'm saying. Most time you put a budget together, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna stretch you out for 12 weeks. You know what I mean? Start you off with overnights, or start you out with mid rotation. They're gonna bump you up to heavy rotation. Perhaps, maybe some people don't make it a heavy rotation. You know what I'm saying? But just because radio, whoever may slow on your record, you know, move from your record to the next person's record. That's why I say you are the record. You got to continue, you know what I'm saying, representing that record. You know what I'm saying? And you got to give that record legs. If it don't take off in the club, or if the DJs, you know, don't give you the proper rotation that you really want. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Your biggest asset in the game is yourself, and you know what I'm saying, your marketing tool. Like I said, I use records to sell me. You know what I'm saying? I never came out to try to sell records. I came out to try to sell Calvin Richardson. And once they bought into Calvin Richardson, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you get in a person's soul, man, you're a part of their DNA. They grew up listening to you. The mama sang you, the daughter,
right.
You know what I'm saying? The uncle riding around pumping you. You know what I mean? Where they gonna go?
Yeah. But you are in a very unique position.
I am,
because your music is played on the main radio station.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these Southern Soul records aren't played on the main radio station. You know what I'm saying? So do you get any flack behind that?
Nah, man, you know what I get is a lot of people want to know how they can get their records over there. They how did what did I do? They ask the guy, I turn them on to the guy that does my the majority of my radio promotions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they're not willing to invest in themselves, you know what I'm saying? And so, they are not independent. They are dependent on what somebody else to do for them. And it ain't got to be nobody else around them, a management, a label, any record company. If the record company, radio station or whatever, the radio station don't put into them, they won't put into themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, my clothes, man, that I put on and come out, man, like I spend thousands of dollars a week. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. Like people think that, they may think that I get paid too much to do what I do. You know, sometimes I look at myself, I'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe I don't deserve, but you know what I'm saying? Anything worth having is worth working for. Everything I got, I work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to put in order to get out. You know, sometimes you got to spend that money that you're making to get more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's a very humble statement you just made. That's a very humble statement you just made. That you just basically said that people say that you don't deserve what you get, but it's not the fans that say that, it's the artists.
Yeah.
I think the biggest concern is that they need to be concerned about what their ass need to put asses in the seats, because everything is on social media now.
Right.
So I'm putting my promoter's hat on now. If you ask for a certain amount of dollars, that means that, okay, if you ask me for $20,000,
right,
my tickets cost $40 a piece. That means I can give Calvin Richardson, we'll say 700 tickets, and I guarantee you can sell all 700.
All of them. I might come back to your car, you tell you I need some more.
Exactly. So people sit up here instead of them worry, and there's always damn black people in our community. We worry about what somebody else doing instead of you focusing on what you're supposed to be doing. Right. So, but see, that's a very humbling statement you made, because I don't feel that way. I think that certain artists, it ain't that many, they can ask for a certain amount of money. They can put asses in the seats. Right. That promoters can give you X amount of dollars, where promoters can get a reasonable return on their money. So, but that was very humbling right there. So people say, and I tell them all the time, like, and they already know me. I say, I'm not coy about nothing I say. When they sit up here and they make blanket statements, they'll say, I hear your name and Tucker name. Right. Because you guys are the two top artists right now in Southern Soul. People say what the hell they want to say. But you go to a show or go on Facebook or whatever, you see the crowds. That's just bottom line. I mean, that is not debatable. You cannot debate that. Right. So when they sit up here and say that you guys are not humble, and they say this, that's a damn lie. Because I talk to you and Tucker all the time. I talk to Omar. I talk to a lot of y'all. So that's a lie. So, but what you just said, that was very humbling, man. That you said that maybe you don't deserve. I think you deserve every penny that you get. Yeah, because you put asses in the seat. You have invested in yourself. Yeah. And you still invest in yourself. You've been doing this for a long time.
Long time. You've been in the game.
And look, and you done paid your dues. Yeah. You didn't just come in and say, yes. No, you went to the ready, set, go. You didn't come in with just a go mentality, because you did promos. Right. You did free shows. Right. You did a $200 and $300 show. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's very humbling for you to say that. If I was a Calvin Richardson, I'd tell him, pay me my damn money.
Well, you look, I'm that's the Calvin Richardson that you talk to. Like I still understand my worth, because you know what I'm saying, to be honest about it, you know what I'm saying, I probably should be making more than I'm getting now. But when I say that, a lot of people probably think that I'm talking about a lot of artists, and that's because of the simple fact that they're not making that. You know what I mean? Right. They don't. But I didn't come in the game thinking I was entitled. Like you said, I did it for free. Right. Now, even still to this day, I don't do it for the money, but you know what I'm saying, it's business at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I got to get paid to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I have lost my voice out here.
That's right. Damaged my voice. Hey, look, I got to ask you something, right? I got to ask you this rumor that I heard about you was in Texas. You was in Texas, and you was booked on the show, and the promoter paid you your front end, but then gave you your back end and said that, well, Calvin's being a diva. He don't want this. He don't want that. I was like, no, I don't believe that. So you don't off the record now. So it's your turn to tell your story. What happened to the fans? Do you care to talk about that?
Yeah, I do want to talk about that. I'm glad that you brought that up, man. That was just this past weekend. I think that was Sunday. I was in Spring, Texas. I flew to Houston, Texas, right? I was supposed to be performing at this place called JW's Place. It's a soul food and barbecue restaurant, but they had a tent. They erected a tent out in the parking lot. And, I flew in to do that. You know what I mean? We come in, like I said, when I was talking about the business, like business is business. Like I'll do this for free, but we got business. We got to make sure the business is straight.
Right. Yeah.
And I came, in the contract, you know what I mean? They didn't fulfill their obligation to the contract. When we got there, like from the time for my flight, I fly first class. That's a part of the contract because I do it for myself. I don't ask nobody to do nothing for me. I don't do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like if I got to fly, you got to fly me there. Okay, this is the type of flight I want. We got there. Yeah. They hadn't purchased a first class flight. Okay, I ain't tripping. I'm coming. I'm going to see because my fans is there. I know them. Like, okay, cool. I ain't worried about that. I ain't always flew first class. The seat was at the back of the plane down there. You know what I'm saying? I was seated in 22A. You know what I'm saying? I sat there. It's cool. Like I took that flight, came on there. I had to get up early. I was down in Gaston, Alabama. I had a show that night prior to that. Then I had to get up early that morning to drive to Birmingham. We all drove to Birmingham because I had an early flight out of Birmingham to go to Houston. I did that. My hotel, I'm telling you this part, like artists, y'all check this out. Y'all, a lot of y'all know this true. But for me, and this is my fans, that's what I'm talking to now. I get to the hotel. My requirement for a hotel is, take care of my guys, my team. We all got a certain specification of room, but my room is a king suite, not just a king suite. We get there to the hotel, king suite wasn't taken care of. It wasn't wasn't available because they didn't book it properly. You know what I mean? They had to do that a certain way. You couldn't book it online the way that they book it. They come find out they book. I ain't tripping.
So let me pause you right there. So you already know getting there, everything is already screwed up, but you still coming.
Yeah, because look, it don't take like as a contract, man. Y'all know this because you're a businessman as well. Yeah. You don't take them one thing to not be fulfilled in a contract to breach a contract.
That's right. Correct.
But okay, I got
now listening to this. Okay, listen to this.
Yeah, I got two things right there that I could have got to the airport. I could have turned around and said, "Nah, they ain't got no first class flight." Because I tried to upgrade, and it was like, now it's all sold out, right? So I'm like, cool. Like I said, I went and sat in 22A, no problem, cool. Got my mask on because since COVID and stuff, man, like that's the way I fly. That's part of my requirement. I didn't want to sit back there, but I did it, and I got there. The room wasn't properly reserved. Yeah. So now I couldn't get no king suite, but I ain't tripping. I'm cool, man. Like it's all good. All right. Then go to sound check. We get the sound check. For me, with my contract, that's where, the deposit is paid. That's why I'm gonna come because that's locked in today. I get to the venue, did my sound check. My guy goes in and my road manager, he goes, you go back to handle the business. That's where you pick up my back end. It's got to be cash. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We don't take no checks or nothing like that. And they try to write us a check. And he wouldn't accept it. He was like, nah, we're not doing it. Because, a check is a promissory note. People break their promises all the time. Like, if I would have went there and went to work, did my thing. And I got these people, I got these cats out on the road with me. They still got to get paid. It's a business. I got a family at home. I done left, you know what I'm saying? Came out to Texas. I was up in the hotel, so I went back to the hotel. And, they was trying to work out their situation. Couldn't work it out. Like they tried to send some money a certain type of way. And they said, they have to get, didn't have that kind of money laying around. But if you know that I'm coming, the money ain't got to be laying around. Just have it when I get there.
You should already have it.
Have it when I get there. And then I didn't post anything about it. I didn't say nothing about it. But then on yesterday, man, I got like a lot of fan mail stuff. People that was there saying they were trying to figure out why I didn't come and did these people scam them? You know what I'm saying? And they say that people said that I was being a diva. They told them that I was being a diva. I wanted them to bring the money to the hotel, and when they refused, I refused to come and perform. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Come on now.
That was a damn lie.
That's a damn lie. Then they put an official apology statement out. The fans sent me this stuff. They sent it to my road man. They put an official apology statement out saying that, you know, they trying to get to the bottom of it and figure out why I didn't show up. When management returned their money, they'll refund the people their money back. They knew exactly why I didn't come. I was right there. Why would I come all the way to Houston, Texas, and not roll over to Spring, Texas, which was only like 15 minutes away, and perform? You know what I'm saying? If they had to fulfill their whole obligation, like I said, that was the third breach, and that's the last one. I think when it come down to the business with the money, now you know, come on now.
Yeah. You know? Houston, Texas. Why y'all had to do that, man?
Houston didn't do it. It wasn't Houston. It wasn't Houston, Texas. It wasn't Houston, Texas. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this person was they're not promoters. That was a grand opening for their
okay, I get it.
So they wanted to attach my brand to their brand and get people to come out and experience their food and all this stuff, you know what I mean, and come to their location. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it worked out, man. You know, I want to be the first one to apologize to the people. Look, Kev, I'm not even the person you really dive into all my business and stuff like that. But at the same time, you can't assassinate my character. I'm not gonna let anybody, because if I didn't say nothing, the only thing that they're gonna know is what was said about me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that guy. Like, I love to do what I do. Like, I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love to do it. But if we have an agreement that I'm gonna get paid for my services, and you know what I'm saying, you can't hold me to the letter of a contract. If I came up there, my performance time was supposed to be 45 minutes and I did 30 minutes, they gonna come back to me and have a problem.
Yeah,
like, no, exactly. You didn't do this or you didn't do that. If I came and said, I'm just gonna sing 2 songs tonight, they gonna have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
They're still gonna be mad.
They still gonna be. That's what I'm saying, because the contract said I was supposed to do 45 minutes. I can't make 2 songs last for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna fulfill my obligation. And most of the time I go above and beyond my obligation. But so, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't. A lot of these promoters, man, they try to hold the artist hostage to the letter of the contract, but they don't want to live by it, and that's wrong. Yeah. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's how this happened.
Yeah, because I know Tucker made the statement when I had Arthur Young and I had Jonah James on here. When I said because a lot of times promoters will put artists in a situation, they know damn well they ain't got no money. They're banking off the door. They're banking off the door. You know, so if you promoters on here, if you ain't got no money, don't call no damn body. What was
Right.
Well, I mean, this is business. This is business. If you know you can't afford, look, there's levels to everything. You know, you got your top tier level, you got your middle level, and you know you got your entry level. So if you know you can't afford no damn Calvin, Richardson, or Tucker, you need to go with your damn middle level or entry level. Right. That's just the way it works, because you guys have families, man. You guys have families, and I know you're passionate about your music, but you spend a lot of money in the studio on your clothes.
A lot of money.
You don't get on no damn plane in your car and just travel somewhere to my world. You know, ain't about the shit. It's always about the money. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing of it is, for me, like, I wish that they would have just been honest with the people and said, this is what happened. But they didn't have to go into great details, you know what I'm saying? We failed to do whatever. But this is what happened. Don't say that Calvin Richardson is a no-show. Why would I even be in Houston and I'm gonna be a no-show? Why would I show up for sound check if I'm gonna be a no-show?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I would have, you know what I'm saying, skipped on out with their money. I'm not that guy.
I think what it was, they ran out of PPP money. That's what it was.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that we'll never work together again, and that's fine. It's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because my road manager said that, you know, that the lady said that she's no longer a fan. Well, you left fan mode when you went to the business mode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Only thing you got to do is handle the business. I hate to lose you as a fan, but at the same time, this is our business right here.
But let me ask you this question. So by you losing her as a fan, are you going to toss and turn at night, or you still going to go to bed? You still
I've been sleeping good ever since I got back.
I got a lot of folks that ain't my fan. You know what? I still sleep good at night, right beside Miss Young. I don't care. But let me ask you this question right here. Now, you're a married man, and you're a heartthrob. So do your wife have an issue with that? Because my wife be hating on me when I go to shows, and I'm just a promoter. So she be
nobody be looking at you, Ken.
So how did your wife feel about them women trying to pull you off the stage and stuff?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah, it's normal. It's human nature. Hell, you know,
it's off the record, but I'm gonna tell you, off the record now, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not always as comfortable with it, you know what I'm saying? But she have accepted that, you know, I am who I am. I came into the relationship being who I am. It wasn't no drastic change, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she met me, you know what I'm saying? We met at There Goes My Baby was about her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. I met her at the mall. All of that stuff is real stuff, but you know, she know who I am, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming back home, and you know what I mean? Like, after any given show, like at night, she can call me. I'm straight. I'm in my room. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I don't go out. I don't hang out. I don't do none of that stuff. You know?
Yeah. Right. Well, I appreciate it when you came through here, man, and you stopped by and you chopped it up with me and my family here, man. I really appreciate that, and that's why when people say, well, you know, so-and-so a diva, he did. I'm like, man, Calvin Richardson came, pulled up right to my house. We sit down, we ate, we sit on the back porch, smoked a cigar.
Yeah, man.
Had a drink. Yeah, had a drink, came back after the show and kicked it with us and went to his hotel and left. So, you know, you can't, and I tell people all the time, you know, stop freaking believing stuff what people say and have an experience for yourself.
Exactly.
You know, you need to have experience for yourself, you know, because prime example, you know, you know me, I guess I'm just too real for me because I'm just a military guy. I'm just too real. Right. And I just call it like I said, and people don't like it, but like I said, I still sleep good at night. But man, I'm telling you, bro, you keep doing what you're doing, man. You got some questions on here. Somebody asked, you've already done a duet. I know you've done a duet with Karen Wolf. Somebody was saying, Jenna Harris asked, you know, what female would you want to do a duet with? Any other female?
I don't necessarily have a wish list for people that I want to work with, as far as females or you know, anybody at this current time, man. But I mean, I'm a person that, you know, I like working with other creative people, and some of them don't even necessarily have to be creative. If I like their style or their voice, you know what I mean, like the tone of their voice, you know, different inflections they may have, man, and I might just want to put that with mine and just see what happens. So.
Right.
So how do you determine that? So if somebody say, hey man, this is this K-Dog King, you know, whatever, and I say, hey man, I want to do a song with you. Do you say, okay, well, hey K-Dog, I want you to sing for me right now over the phone? Or do you go back and you try to pull me up and see, and then you come back and say, nah, bro, you ain't what's happening?
Well, I wouldn't do that and tell them they're not what's happening, but you know, I definitely you know, I'm not, you know, if I don't know that much about them, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I can't, I have to research to find them in, you know, chances are like we're probably not going to be a good match, because it has to be something that I want to do. You know what I mean? Because I've never been a big fan of collabs anyways, because all of the artists, if they're doing anything, you're gonna have different schedules, and if you come together and do an album, do a song together, man. You like, it's hard to get together. Like I say, if you put that song out as a single, and you can't, my schedule don't allow me to come. You know what I'm saying? When you want to do it, your schedule don't allow you to come. We can never do that song together. For me, it was a waste of time. You know what I mean? Because you can't really, you know what I mean? You gotta live that stuff, man. You gotta. If you can't promote it, you know what I'm saying? If you can't, you know, stay with it, then sometimes for me it just ain't worth doing unless it's just something that I really want to do.
Because one of the biggest collabs you have is with KC, man. I only seen y'all perform at one time, and that was in Monroe on the back of a wagon or something like that.
He said on the back of a wagon.
No, I don't know where y'all was, man. Y'all was somewhere.
Let me interrupt.
It's definitely, I think, yeah, man. It's probably about the only time. And I love K to Death, and that was one of, you know what I'm saying, that was my first single. Yeah. You know, but we couldn't. Well, True Love was my first single. I take that back off of that particular album, and then I'll Take It was the second single. Yeah, we could never, you know what I'm saying, like there was Jodeci, KC of Jodeci. Like I could never, you know.
Right.
They couldn't pay him. They want to pay him to come from wherever he was to cancel the show. He ain't gonna cancel no show to come do a song. So it hurt more than it helped. But it helped because simple fact is to get him on there on the project. Yeah, the project. But it didn't help that single. It didn't necessarily help me.
Right.
Hey, let me say this right quick, Mr. Calvin Richardson, Cecily from Starkville, Mississippi. You know, because that's where my wife from, and I guess she just texted my wife because that's our home girl. She never met her, but she know my wife from Starkville. She said that by you doing her wedding, that was the shock of her life. and she said, I mean, she has never been so surprised. She is still in shock from that experience. And she said she's on the live. She's on the live now.
Oh, she's watching this?
Yeah, she's watching this right now, and she said she just love you to death. Her name is Cecily. She's on this live.
Oh man, she was amazing, man. She was amazing. She made it was great, man. You know what I'm saying? To have that opportunity. And let me tell her what that did. Like just her reaction. I have gotten over 50 requests for me to come and do their wedding. And they keep coming. My agent called me today. He was like, man, I don't know what you did down there, man. But I'm like, nah, man, it was, it was a great moment for me. She was definitely genuinely surprised, and she was a beautiful bride. Like she was a beautiful bride.
Cecily. Zuber Cooley.
Cecily. Yeah. I loved it. It was a great moment for me,
Wow. Yeah, she just said, well, you made my wedding a dream come true. Start with Mississippi Saturday. I love you, Calvin. That's what she said.
Oh man, I love you too, baby. I'm so happy that y'all allowed me to be a part of y'all big day. Because it's been cemented in history now. Like everybody want what you had. And
monkey see, monkey do. You know what it is, man. You know it's monkey see, monkey do. You already did. Yeah. I mean, that was great advertising. When I saw that, I said, hold on, Calvin Richardson down in your hometown. I said, down in Starville, Mississippi.
Yeah.
That was a good deal, man. And I saw the people in there. And like I said, when my wife's sister called, they still talking about it. They said, man, they can't believe Calvin Richardson came to little old Starkville, Mississippi.
It was a great moment, man. Like when I walked through that door, I don't think nobody really knew I was there, except for the wedding planner and I forgot the one that actually booked us do it. You know what I'm saying? Booked me to do it. They knew, but the rest of the people, like you look at the video, see their reaction, like, right? Like she was the main one. That's what it was about. And, you know what I'm saying? I had a great time, and I loved it. And like I said, she definitely has started something, and I posted on there, Calvin Richardson I do weddings and stuff, but I really don't, but I did it for her, and I've done a couple of weddings in my time, but this right here just started a whole new thing.
There you go. It ain't free. You ain't doing it for free, are you?
Nah, it wasn't for free, but I'm saying, Kelly and Ryan, man, from the Kelly and Ryan Seacrest, they had me, do a come on their show, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody asked me, do you still have your canned food feeding program?
Yeah, I mean, I the food banks and stuff like that. I was going into certain cities, man, and having people bring food out and canned goods and stuff, non-perishable items and stuff, man, for less fortunate people, for homeless people and families that's went through some hardship and stuff like that. Yeah, and I still, and I would make donations, just write a check to the foundation and stuff, man, and give money and stuff. But philanthropy is alive and well.
Oh, okay, that's good. You got a lot of artists on. You got Lacey Tucker, you got Librato, Omar Cunningham. I don't know if you can see him, Benito, Lady Q. All of them on here. Yeah, LaTonya Carr.
Oh yeah, what up, Lacey? What up, Tucker?
Yeah, all of them on here, man. Yeah, LaTonya Carr. Look, LaTonya Carr was the one trying to argue everybody down to earth about you. What was a couple episodes ago? LaTonya Carr was arguing about Calvin Richardson.
What episode that I did? What?
No. I said on one of the off the record episodes, she was fighting hard, but when somebody said something about Calvin Richardson, boy, you swept her down. She was your manager. He was, and look, hey ladies, and he ain't taking his shirt off tonight, and
he ain't taking his shirt off.
Okay, yeah, they said they want you to take. Look, they said they want you to sing. They said they want you to hit a note for him. I don't know if you're gonna do it. Nah. No. He said, no,
let me tell you what. I'm sitting here drinking cold water, and everybody know me. Cold water and singing for me, it don't mix. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have cold water after I get done singing, but any time before that, it's got to be room temperature. Now, if they had sent that message prior to asking me that, then I would have known, like, don't drink no cold water, drink room temperature water. So y'all been seeing me sipping on this ice water. My ice done melted now.
Yeah. Karen Wolf on here. Karen Wolf said, "What's up?" Karen Wolf.
That's my girl right there. What's up, Karen?
Yeah.
I love all y'all artists out there. I really appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying, y'all. Yeah. Everybody over here on this side, keep doing.
Hey, you want to talk? Aren't you building a state of art studio?
I am. I'm. You know what I'm saying? Called CRE, Calvin Richardson Enterprise. Yeah, man, I'm getting ready to open that up. It's gonna be a one-stop shop. You know, I got a studio in there. I got I'm doing a podcast as well, man, called Earwax. And I got a workout facility in there. I got a social media department in there. I got my office in there. I got a merchandise lounge. I got a live room in there, you know what I'm saying, where you can perform and rehearse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a compound, man. Like, cause you know nowadays, man, artists don't do artist development anymore, man. They just come to the table, you know what I'm saying, and you know, jump out of their car or, you know, out the back seat and just think they can, you know, I think it's important, man, to then, you know, to groom the artists now. You know, if we got bringing up other artists, man, like I got other artists that I got, you know, that I'm signing to me now and stuff, man, but they're gonna come up under me, man. They're gonna come out the right way. There's you know, the physical gotta be right, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to all that because your body is your temple.
They signed to you now?
I got some signed to me now, yeah.
Is Jay Lai your artist?
No, I don't. Nah.
Because he dressed like you. That's why I'm asking.
There are a lot of people out there trying to dress like me, man. But you know what I'm saying? That don't make them my artists. Hey, man, stop that, man.
God and shit.
Stop that. You trying to start some mess, man. Nah.
We do. Hey, look. You says a lot of artists out there. I see a couple, but I know I saw him, you know, with the hat and stuff. You know what I'm saying about me? I just saw him. You know, come on now. Yeah, look, I just keep it real, bro. I mean, look, I know y'all are artists. Y'all got to be political. See me, I just tell them.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question right here. Do you promote your own shows?
Yeah, some of them. Some of the shows are self-promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did you want to take on that task?
I mean, look, man, like you were saying, like you know, some of us artists, you know, when we get to a certain level, man, you can put you know, you can move tickets and you can put them bottles in them seats, man, and there are a lot of meat be left on the bone, man. You know what I'm saying? We get paid for what we ask for, and that's fair. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of promoters walk away with a lot of revenue that, you know, that I feel like that, you know what I'm saying, that we should participate in, and we can participate in. If you know what I'm saying, that's another thing about investing in yourself and putting your own money up, and you know what I mean.
That's smart.
Yeah, you gotta. It's business, man. I'm a businessman. Everybody know me. I do business for real.
Yeah, that's my business.
Yeah.
I want to do some business with you one of these days.
I'm gonna do some business with you, man.
I'm gonna come down. Look, when your studio gonna be open?
Man, I'm hoping. I'm waiting on my equipment for my live room, and I'm waiting on some of my studio stuff to get there right now, man. And we still doing the furnishings and stuff right now, man. But hopefully, I'm gonna say mid to the end of July, man. Hopefully, y'all be up and ready. You know what I'm saying? To open the door, I'm gonna do a grand opening. All y'all artists that's listening, Tucker, Omar, Karen, Lacey.
Lebrado in here, Jerry Flood.
Lebrado, that's my dude too. Who else?
Jerry Flood is on here. Stacey Adams on here.
Stacey Adams, that's my dude. Stacey.
Yeah. Stacey Adams, Lady Q, Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy, that's my guy. Hey, but all of them, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna open the door to everybody. I'm invite you just to come and see, you know, what I put together, what I have put together, and how a lot of it is gonna say. It says a lot about me and the type of artist that I am. Like all of these different elements that's in there is a part of who I am. The workout, you know, room, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the podcast area, that's gonna be something new for me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's called earwaxing because I feel like what comes out of my mouth go in your ear. It should not come out void. You know what I'm saying? Because
so when you say podcast, are you gonna interview people or are you just gonna sit and talk?
I'm gonna sit and talk, you know what I mean, and you know, talk and have a conversation, man. Like questions will be answered. I want to answer people's questions in their minds without necessarily having to ask the question, just by sitting down having real conversations about the business, you know, my history and their history, and we all coming together. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have different people from all different genres, because you know I work the R&B market, I work the Southern Soul market, I work the blues market, I work the gospel market. You know what I'm saying? All of it. I'm gonna have all those different type of artists coming down, sitting down, and talking to me. So you know, it can be an educational experience for other people, other artists, or other people out there that want to, you know about them, like you doing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good deal, man. Yeah, because like I said, I pick and choose who come on this show, man. Like I said, you're a stellar guy, man. I've been following you for a long time. Tanya Carr said she's been following you for 20 years. She definitely a groupie.
Yeah, well, she said who said she's definitely a groupie? She said that?
No, I said she's a groupie. She's been following you for 20 years. She's a groupie.
Let me say this, kid.
Yeah.
Fans have gotten a bad rap. Groupies are nothing more than fans that got a bad rap. Okay? They support the artists. They real diehard artist support. Some people will cross the line, but that groupie thing, man, like,
she's not one of them. She's just a diehard, Calvin Richardson fan.
Hey, thank you. So take that label. I just want to peel that back like a bandage. Let's get it up off of it.
I just said that because she on here. I'm just messing with her.
I know you did. I know you.
I'm messing. No, she good people though. But I'm telling you, she defend you to the end. It's a whole bunch of them on here. Tony Cross Cook. Who else on here? My wife is a Tucker groupie. She all of a sudden she a Tucker groupie now. I can't say nothing bad about Tucker around her.
Jazzy Lee.
I mean, Tucker a good dude. Why would you say so? Ain't nothing bad to say about it. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Look, first of all, when she put that Tucker music in, I was like, man, get that out of there. I don't want to listen to that. No, I just be messing with him. No, Tucker be jamming though. He is a good dude. But you know what though? He's a smart guy though. He's a very smart young man. A lot of people underestimate him. He's very smart. That's why I'm surprised that you guys haven't collaborated and done something together. Well, both of you got your head on strong. Yeah. But you living in you in Louisiana, right?
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah. Tucker's in he's in Texas. But that's good though, man. Hey, now live, you got any questions? Hold on. Let me see who it is. Somebody said I spent my last to go see Calvin. Deborah Jones.
Hey. Whoever said that, know they're going to get their money's worth if they come.
Cam, are there some shows that's coming up that you're going to be promoting?
That I'm promoting?
Yeah, yourself. Putting together yourself.
Oh yeah, of course. There are shows that's coming up that I'm promoting, but I mean, I got so many shows, man. It's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, like, I'm not necessarily pointing out the ones that I'm doing. Like, I'm just doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shows that's coming up. That I'm that's in house that I'm doing myself. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Live is already available to open, man. I'm ready, man.
Yeah, that's a good deal. That's a good deal, man. Like I say, I tell people, man, all the time, especially certain artists, man. Yeah, do your own shows. Like I said, man, you guys are worth every penny. I don't see why you should split anything with anybody. When you're at a certain level, because it is a certain level to anything.
Right.
And you guys, you and Tucker, y'all the top tier. It's just the way it is. People don't want to hear it, they get mad. But as a promoter, I just tell the truth. If y'all wasn't, I tell you wouldn't. But right now, y'all on top right now. Y'all are, bro.
Yeah. Tucker, that's my. Hey, I every time I see him, we'd be on the show together. I had to check his pocket. We always running. We would come to each other. We'd mess with him. I was like, boy, what you gonna do without that money? You know what I'm saying? You never ask me that. What I'm gonna do with my money.
That's good. So you say you're not fond of collabs, right? You're not really fond of collabs.
No, I told you the reason why. But I mean, I love collaborating. I like collaborating with people, but when it comes to for projects, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? It's good because we got fan bases and you can bring them together. But for me, man, it like it's just that disconnect right there when you can't get the artists together to perform and promote it. Like me, Omar, and Sir Charles did Call on Me. We still have yet to do that song one time together.
And that's
those are my closest cats. Okay,
that's a good song.
You know what I'm saying? They some of the place. You know what I mean? It's just different, man. Like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's great to put a great song out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But some people want that song to come to life at some point. You know what I'm saying? When you make an impact on people's lives. You know what I mean?
Now do you have that ability, man? Like I know Omar do. That if you just riding down the road, you can just write a song.
Look, man, I told you, I don't, it's just here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was, ride, man, songs come to me all the time, and you know what I'm saying, like the melodies and stuff, they come, and I used to have dictaphone back in the day, but now, I just pull out my memo on my phone and just put down the melody, man, and then you know what I'm saying, if it ain't nothing, 2 words, if it ain't nothing but the melody, you know what I mean? I can always go back to it and build on it. You know what I mean?
Somebody asked a question. They said, ask Calvin, why do he think the female artists don't get a fair shake on getting on shows or the pay?
Female artists?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, that I can't. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. That's a hard one. Because I really don't know.
Well, I tell them because as a promoter, I'll ask. I said, who y'all want to see? And they'll just, these women are named all men. I said, y'all want to see no women? They said, well, no. I said, what about this person? No, they'd rather see men. But you do have some women in Southern Soul that can sing some of these guys under the table.
They are definitely.
But in the end, it's all about business. It's not about sympathy when it comes to, doing shows. It's not about sympathy. You don't do sympathy shows because you want to have X amount of people and you want to have 2 males and 2 females. It's all about business. That's in the end, it's about business. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I try to put them on shows, because I like Karen Wolf. I like Lady Q. I like Summer Wolf. I like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I put them on shows. But the thing is, like I said, you have 99, like Karen just said, you have 99.9% of women at the show.
That's right.
They want to see the men.
Yeah.
They do.
That's true. I think that, the women make up the largest percentage of the fan base, and they are the ones who determine, who the promoter is trying to sell.
Yeah. And you and Tucker, the guys that their boyfriend and husband can't stand.
Hey, that's he wrote. Tucker got a couple lines in his song said.
Yeah. But that's good though, man. That's a good deal. So let me ask you one more. Hold up. Somebody said something. Huh? Oh, somebody said, what started you giving out women roses?
I mean, it's I always feel like, when you come in the presence of a lady, man, you should never, if you might come empty-handed, but you shouldn't leave without leaving something. You know what I mean? It's just a token of my appreciation, my respect, and my love. You know what I mean? For because I realize for me that without those ladies that come to my shows and that support me and that I wouldn't be the same guy that I am today. You know what I mean? I'd still be able to sing and do the same stuff that I do, but I wouldn't have the appeal, the draw, and I wouldn't be as motivated to do what it is that I do, to be honest about it. And so they give to me so much in the love that they show, and the support that they show. Like, that's just a little token of me to leave, even if I don't put it in their hands. Like, it's to the base. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of times, man, them roses too. I want to say this, kid, since we're talking about those roses. I see a lot of people like, I went to his concert. I didn't get my rose. He looked right at me, nigga. Like, I see things that they don't see. I see that person lurking over their shoulder that's getting ready to take that rose from him. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be like, getting ready to give it to him, but I just move and go to somebody else that I wasn't looking at, and I just put it in their hand. You know what I'm saying? Because wasn't nobody ready to take that one from them, man. But it's all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can never have enough roses to go around. But I up on my right of the number of flowers, roses that I'm gonna start coming to shows with, because I don't want anybody to feel looked over or disregarded. But
man, first of all, you have 1,000 people. The writer gonna give you 1,000 roses?
No, they're not. No, they're not. I said more, kid. Like,
look, some of them ain't getting no roses, bro. They just
some of them not. That's just a fact. Regardless if I had enough for everybody, like they just can't get it.
Just tell them you're gonna shake their hand and give them a hug or something. Here, you can't give
I can't even shake everybody's hand and give them a hug.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But it's just, man, look, man, like I said, it's just a token of appreciation, just a token of love. You know what I'm saying? It's like bringing flowers home to your wife, your girlfriend, or, somebody that you're trying to impress. You know what I mean?
How many roses you normally give out, Cal?
I normally have like 5 dozen roses, between 4 and 5 dozen roses.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's a lot of roses, hell.
It is a lot, but that ain't enough to. I mean, that ain't enough to go for thousands of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you pick? So do you pick the pretty women to get a rose?
No. All of them beautiful to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just messing with you.
Nah, but it's not about that. It's not. I'm not looking at size, shape.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that saying? Stop being mean. Let them women get a rose. Karen Wolf, they cannot get no rose. Karen Richardson gets 60 or 70 roses. And if they in general admission, they ain't getting one. So you gotta be in VIP.
They gotta be up at the front of that stage. I can't leave the stage now and go out in the crowd like I used to. I used to go out and come out in the crowd. you know.
No, look, so I'm telling y'all women right now, if you buy a general admission ticket to the Calvin Richardson show, you can forget getting a rose. You can forget it. You need a VIP or you need a table up front to get a rose from Calvin Richardson. So,
well, look, Kevin, let me go back. They don't necessarily have to be at the table up front. Okay. They just have to make their way to the front. Like if they got them roped out back there, you're in general, chances are they won't get it. But sometimes I take and try to do my Michael Jordan finger toss, so you know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna do the Donald Trump and just throw roses at people like he was throwing them damn paper towels at them people over there in Mexico?
Hey man, anything associated with that cat, I don't want nothing.
But you know what though? Hey, I bet you $500. I told Tucker that I bet y'all won't walk off that stage and walk into that crowd of women. You ain't got enough security. They'll tell all y'all stuff.
Hold on. They haven't done that before.
Hold on. You ain't seen
on where he go.
I go out in the middle of arenas with thousands of people come down from the stage,
do that.
Right in the center of them. That's what Calvin Richardson is.
Yeah, okay, do that.
That's good. Cause I'm
telling you, man, they love me, but they respect me at the same time. You got some of them, man, that be, trying to dig,
right,
doing all that stuff. But then I got that's why I keep them security cats around me. You know what I mean? To try to ward that off. But nah, man, that ain't even a second thought for me.
Okay, because I'm telling you, man, I be seeing them, bro. I done went to a couple of Tucker shows. I'm like, you walk down there, you want to. I bet you Charlie can't fight all them women off. Man, no, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that they be there, man, and the dudes that be there, they be way in the back. They just bring their wives go up to the show. Yeah. They be way in the back getting their drink on. And I be saying, man, I be like, man, I hope this boy don't step off this stage and slip and fall. This gonna be over.
Yeah.
But you don't think that when you looking out there, you're like, man, this ain't the type of crowd I need to walk out in. So you pick and choose which crowds you can walk out in and which ones you can't.
I mean, you make a decision in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But for me, man, I live in the moment, man. I jump out in a crowd that I ain't have no business out there. They damn near have to stop the whole show. I have just to try to get me up out of that crowd. You know what I'm saying? But I keep on singing, keep on doing what I'm doing. They got me locked down, and I just keep on singing. Till they get me up out of there. I'm cool.
Yeah. Well, Karen said the men don't be studying the women artists. Yes, they do, Karen.
Yes, they do, Karen.
You came to Starkville, Mississippi. All Angie cousins forgot you was married. They forgot that big old man was standing over there when you came over there.
Hey,
yeah,
they
be looking, Karen. Trust me, they just be forgetting. Just like they forget that y'all are married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess it's just show. It's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got a lot of fans, man. Y'all got a lot of fans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really do. I'm talking about diehard fans.
Yeah,
different. You got a regular fan than a damn diehard fan, like LaTonya Carr. She'll argue with somebody right now. If you say somebody and you on the show, and she'll try to defend you right now. You on the show. So they're one of your diehard fans.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And we have we got like the relation that we have a real relationship with our base out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real thing. Like it's a real relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like we have an understanding, man. Like it's a connection that's there, and it transcends just your average fan situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and look, and then Lacey, another artist too. Lacey be on shows, the men be sitting back looking. They do want to attack her, but they be like, no. I mean, so it is some female Karen Wolf. It is some female artists out there that them guys be, and some of the women want to attack y'all too. Keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of the women want to attack y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting it out there. It ain't just all about the men. But go ahead, live before I wrap it up. Look, who's this? I'll be waiting on him. Hold up. Somebody said they be waiting on you to jump out there and get a hug. I'm a diehard fan. Everybody knows that. Jennifer Watkins. Watson.
Hey, it's all love. I told you, it's they real. Like a relationship that I have with my base is something serious, man. I wouldn't trade nothing for it, Yeah.
And that's good, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's just you guys are just down to earth, man. And I say it all the time. Like I said, this is your first show. It's some of y'all, if y'all want artists, that I can hang out with you. Right. And I can hang out with you, with my family, your family, just regular guys, just, family men just hanging out. But there's some of them jokers I want to take their ass to a fish pond. I'm just being because they change with the wind.
Yeah.
They do whatever is favorable for them. See, me, I'm one way. So when you met me, I met you a couple years ago. I ain't changed. I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gonna never change. Ain't gonna never change, man. I call you and check on you. I text you, hey man, you made it home to your family. I'm just a family guy, man. I'm family oriented, you know. So it's just me. When you guys be on the road, when you had that wreck down there, was it in Houston? What was it at? In Tyler, Texas?
Yeah, it was in Tyler, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, I text you to make sure you was good to go, man. Because like I say, you know, I think about you guys, man. Because you guys are consummate professionals. And if anybody ever booked with K Young Production, they'll tell you I treat y'all as professional. You know, I treat but it's a business, so I'm gonna give you a piece of paper. Now you might be Calvin Richardson, but I'm Kevin Young, so I'm the promoter. So I give you a piece of paper. Hey, Cal, this your time. This is what you're supposed to be. You know, like a business. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no problem doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
exactly. Because you guys are professionals. Versus you get somewhere and you don't know what's going on, and you sitting there looking like, okay, who in charge here? You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell people, man. And now, do you screen your promoters, man? Do your manager, whoever screen your promoters who book you, do they screen them?
Not as close as they should. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely like this situation this weekend that happened. It's definitely going to cause us to you know, do a lot more screening with the promoters, the venues, and all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if your manager don't have time, they can call K Young. I got all the time in the world. I'll screen them. They pass my test, and they can book Calvin Richardson.
All right. That's what's up.
No, for real. But look, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Hey, I really appreciate you coming on, Mr. I call you Mr. Calvin Richardson, man, because to me, because to me, man, you know, I think you're a mega star. You know, you're not just an artist. I think you're a mega star because you on both sides of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? You can make it happen on either side. You can stay over here. You can go back over here. It's just me. That's just the way I see it. Right. A lot of folks get mad when they want to know when I'm gonna do a show. K Young gonna do a show when all these promoters who just popped up with PPP money. When all y'all money run out, that's what I'm gonna do. See, now I'm gonna do a show because you got 9,000 promoters now that got this PPP money. So whenever all that money run out. I know, yeah. When all their money run out, then that's when K Young Production gonna come back. I got my money sitting in the bank right now. Yeah, I'm waiting till their PPP money run out. But
your money gonna run out.
Leave these promoters alone, man.
No, they ain't no knock on them. It's true. Shit, they want no promoters 3 months ago.
No, they got me working.
Yeah, but for real though, hey man, I really appreciate you, brother, coming on here, man. I appreciate you. Us having conversations. We don't talk all the time, but I appreciate you when I do call you, text you get back with me. I know you're a superstar. You don't have to, but you do. And I really appreciate that, man. And I look forward to coming down to your grand opening for your studio. We're going to come down. We're going to come down and check you out, man. And hopefully I can work out with you down there. Look, I know you saw that 400 pounds right there in my website. When you came here, you were scared of it, wasn't you? You were scared of that 400 pounds.
But you know what I'm saying? Look,
400
I already worked out. When I come to a city, one thing when I stay in a hotel, I got to make sure they got a gym in there. They got a nice. It's a nice hotel. They got me a nice king suite there, and you know, they got good food there. And then so I get up in the morning, I go ahead and work out. By the time I came to your crib, man, like, hey, it was late in the afternoon, man. I'd already got my workout in. Yeah, so I'm not afraid of no workout now. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody lifting no 400 pounds. They know after 40, man.
I wasn't gonna mess with the 400 pounds, but of that 400 pounds, I would have did, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that I need.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, now y'all done heard it. Y'all done heard it right here on Off the Record. Y'all had Mr. Calvin Richardson on here, you know. So I want to say F what you heard, but I try to keep it professional because my grandson might be on here watching. So forget what you heard about this artist right here. You came on here. You had an intimate conversation with Mr. Calvin Richardson. So y'all show him some love when y'all go to his concerts and stuff. Y'all support him. Oh, Joyce on here, Joyce Beaver, the one that booked you down in McGregor. Joyce Beaver's on here. Hey, Joyce. But
hey, Joyce.
You guys continue to support this brother. He's a humble brother. Like I said, you know, he has a family just like everybody else. And he's not. If you're a janky promoter, don't call him. Do not call him. Call me first. Yeah, call me first before you book Calvin Richardson. Let me screen you first.
Hey, Ken, we gotta get together, man. We gotta stop all this mess.
Yeah, they have to, man. I mean, yeah, they do, man. They just got to do right by artists, man. I mean, you know, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna stop it?
Yeah, it's business, man. You know, they have to treat the artist, man. You got to treat the artist with respect, and the artist got to treat the promoters with respect. It's one hand wash the other. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, you know, but a lot of folks just rely on other stuff, man. You know, but you never know what happened. But it's not that promoter's job to try to talk bad about an artist if you didn't have that artist money. You know, you shouldn't do that. That's bad business right there. So hopefully she'll fix it. If she go by and see this live, if it's on your page, hopefully she'll see it. And hopefully she'll fix it. You didn't call her name, which was good. So hopefully she'll apologize and she'll make amends with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't want to hurt. Like I told you, bro, I don't want to hurt nobody. But I don't appreciate people, spreading untrue rumors about me as well. Amongst my base, because I don't want to have to, when I come to Houston the next time, people think I'm not gonna show up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, they know your character, man. They know you're a good guy, man. Like I said, you said it right here. You cleared it up right here off the record. And all my lives stay live, so I don't go take nothing down. So if somebody come and say, well, Calvin was talking about so and so, they can go look at the live before y'all call somebody.
Yeah, see what I said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because what I said, I stand behind it. It's facts.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Angie said the next show, she said she got that thing for you. Like when she did last time, she got it for you. But go ahead, Mr. Lye. Take us out, Mr. Lye.
Well, like I said, Calvin, I want to thank you for coming on, man, and being the gentleman that you are and showing us people who are trying to come up what it is and what class looks like as an artist, man. They copy you because you're class. And you know what I'm saying? They copy you because we want to be where you're at, man. So please don't take offense to it. Just embrace everything. And we, like I say, as an artist, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on, man. But look, I know you weren't born in 1970, but you know what this means, right? Hey, thank y'all. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.